Hello guys, today we are going to talk about top 10 action series on Netflix part 2. If you haven't seen the part 1 of this series, then make sure to check out the video in the description and also in the end of the video. This video is gonna be really interesting, so stay tuned till the end. Before we proceed, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this. Let's begin with 2021's crime action mystery series Lupin. This series has a total of 2 seasons. This series is about a man named Asan who is ready to take revenge, as a lot of bad things has happened to him, which is really not good. In order to take revenge, he plans a heist where he decides to steal a diamond necklace. So will he be successful in doing so, and will he be able to take revenge or not? You need to find out by watching this series. This is a fast-paced series, as you will find a lot of things happening in each and every episode, due to which the audience gets engaged from the very first episode. This series has a rating of 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a very popular series named as Cobra Kai. This series came out in the year 2018 and it has a total of 4 seasons. If you guys like the original Karate Kid movies, then this series is the right one for you. This series is set up 34 years after the events of the 1984 All Valley Karate Tournament. A down and out Johnny Lawrence seeks redemption by reopening the infamous Cobra Kai dojo, reigniting his rivalry with the now successful Daniel LaRusso. So what happens to him next, and what are the challenges faced by them so that they come together and fight the common enemy? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about action science fantasy series Arcane. This series came out in the year 2021 and it has a total of 1 season. It is a dream of every gamer to be lost in a fantasy world where every 5-10 minutes he gets to perform a new mission with new challenges, with loads of adventure and entertainment. If you combine the elements of science fiction, fantasy, action, drama and cyberpunk, then you get this series named as Arcane. A lot of us has played games where in between the gameplay we get to see a lot of scenes that gives us the storytelling and the character origin of the characters that we play. This series is somewhere like that. The storyline of this series is emotional and well written. Get to see the origins of 2 iconic league champions set in the utopian pit over and the oppressed underground of Zuan. So what happens to them next? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 9.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a Korean action crime thriller series named as My Name. This series came out in the year 2021 and it has a total of 1 season with a total of 8 episodes, and every episode has a runtime of almost 1 hour. This series is about a girl named Yoo Jin Woo who, following her father's murder, a revenge-driven woman puts her trust in a powerful crime boss and enters the force under his direction. So will she be able to finally take revenge or not, or will she be lost into a different crime altogether? You need to find out by watching this series. This is a well written series that you must watch if you haven't seen it already. This series has a rating of 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a historical action drama series named as Barbarians. This series came out in the year 2020 and it has a total of 1 season, and the second season of this series is gonna come out really soon. In this series we get to see 3 people's fates are interwoven in the Battle of Teutoburg Forest in 9 AD, during which Germanic warriors halt the spread of the Roman Empire. So what happens to them next and who comes out victorious? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a total of 6 episodes where every episode is worth watching. The storytelling, direction and action sequences are so good that you get lost in this historical drama. This series has a rating of 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about an action thriller series named as Alice in Borderland. This series came out in the year 2020 and it has a total of 1 season. This series is about an obsessed gamer named as Arisu who suddenly finds himself in the strange, emptied out version of Tokyo, in which he and his friends must compete in dangerous games in order to survive. So what happens to Arisu and his friends? You need to find out by watching this series. This series is really interesting and it is presented in such a way that the audience gets connected to each and every character on scene from the very first episode. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about an action fiction series named as Wu Assassins. This series came out in the year 2019 and it has a total of 1 season. This series is about an unassuming San Francisco chef who becomes the latest in a line of assassins chosen to keep the mystical Wu powers out of the wrong hands. He has to face the dangerous Wu lords, so what happens to him next and will he be able to defeat them or not? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a lot of action sequences that are really amazing. This series has a rating of 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a sci-fi action series named as The 100. This series came out in the year 2014 and it has a total of 7 seasons. This series is based on a novel which is also The 100 and it is written by Cass Morgan. It is shown in this series that a nuclear conflict has decimated civilization. A century later, a spaceship accommodating humanity's lone survivors dispatch 100 juvenile delinquents back to Earth to determine if it is suitable for living or not. So what are the challenges faced by them? You need to find out by watching this series. You get to see elements of action, sci-fi, fantasy and drama in a really good combination that makes this series really interesting. This series has a rating of 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about an action drama series named as The Protector. This series came out in the year 2018 and it has a total of 4 seasons. This series is about Hakan, a young shopkeeper whose modern world gets turned upside down when he learns that he is connected to a secret ancient order that is tasked with protecting Istanbul from an immortal enemy. He struggles to choose between his duties as the protector and his new love that he comes across. Later, as Hakan disregards his training and protector duties, he learns that an immortal's blood contains a secret power. So what happens next? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about a historical action drama series named as Resurrection Ertugrul. This series came out in the year 2014 and it has a total of 5 seasons. This series is about Ertugrul, who is the son of Suleiman Shah and he belongs to a tribe named as Kai. Ertugrul's life changes completely when he comes face to face with a Roman knight who is forcefully taking a family with him. Without hesitating even for a second, he saves that family from that Roman knight. Following this, he must face a lot of challenges as the consequence of saving this family. So what happens to him next? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. The storytelling, character development, background music, action sequences and everything that is related to this series is really amazing and it is a must watch if you haven't seen it already. If you want to know about the top 10 series and movie recommendations on Netflix, then make sure to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this.